Yo, what is up, everybody? 12 Days of Salad Club, Day 6. What do we want from Santa? What's your wish list? What's on your wish list? Or are you even nice enough to have a wish list? Have you been nice enough? Anna, Glenn, do you guys think you guys deserve a wish list?
I forgot that Santa's gifts were conditional.
Yeah,
So you
only
have
to
to
the nice
You
people,
can't
right?
be naughty. Yeah, for sure.
That's why I've never had a list.
Just
You
love
never
of coal.
bothered. You're just like,
never
I'm not
bothered.
gonna. I won't qualify.
Yeah. December 1st, I was like, oh crap, I'm done.
Oh my gosh. You know, in my family, it used to be like when I was a kid, they would tell us if we were bad, we would get broccoli and beer in our stocking. And my sister and I were just laughing, like, we actually would love broccoli and beer as a gift at this point. Like, that's not even a bad gift. What were we so worried about? Instead of coal, I don't know why, but broccoli and beer.
What about you, Glenn? Did you ever have a wish list?
I did have a wish list when I was younger, and then now I feel like my wish list would be for Santa to, I don't know, do my Christmas lights outside. I mean, I wish I just outsourced Santa to do that, because
Totally.
I've had more stress doing that than shipping. So come on, Santa, get with it.
Come on, Glenn. You gotta start outsourcing all the hard stuff that may cause injury.
I know, especially on that ladder. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I don't trust you on a ladder, bro.
No, I don't trust myself.
I mean, if you have told me, I probably would have told you just like buy those like lights that projects from the bottom.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
have to hang things.
True, we do have one of those.
Yeah, but day 6, we're gonna talk about, just the wish list that you want to have on your business to help formulate your goals and come up with big dreams for next year. Do you even have one? Or have you even thought about one? I think it's very important to have a direction. It's very important to have something to be working towards. So that's one of the things that we're gonna talk about. How do we come up with our goals? How do we come up with just the different dreams and just different exercises that we can do individually or maybe collectively with your significant other or with your family or with your business partners? So we are going to start. Me and my wife actually have started to talk about what are the things we want to accomplish for 2024. And a lot of those things were actually not specific places of accomplishment, but actually habits that will get us there. So that is one of the things that I think is very important when we talk about goals and achieving something. Goals don't just happen. I wish Santa would just drop in and give your goals and your wish list. But one of the things that I've found is really narrowing down what are the things that you want to put in place as far as habits that will get you closer to your goal. So I think those are really good exercises. So given that caveat, Anna and Glenn, what are the things that you guys want to put in as far as just habits that you want to be super consistent on for next year, or maybe habits that you don't want to do for next year that will get you to your goal closer? Because sometimes we talk about habits as positive. There are actually bad habits.
yeah.
So whoever's listening, what are those habits in your life that's hindering you and prohibiting you from accomplishing those certain things? Anna?
Okay, so I was thinking of this question a little bit differently, but I think it works together. So, like, if I could wave a magic wand or ask Santa, the things I would want are more conceptual, but the first one is consistency. So I would say consistency, clarity, and opportunities. Like, that's what I'd wish for. But I think
CCO.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Yes, that's what I want. That's all I want. But, I think what you're saying is so true that, I'm not just wishing for those things without making a plan to work for those things or to implement those things. And so, there's a lot of ways that I want to be able to be more consistent in my business and in my life next year. And even just starting on those things now and laying the foundation for those things. But even to the extent of how my business and my personal life interact. Like, for example, this year, I didn't used to do this. I had a really good habit of not doing this. But over the last year or so, I've really let this slide, which is looking at my phone like late at night, right before I'm going to go to sleep. You know, maybe I'm sending offers, or I'm just like tinkering in the eBay app, or I'm
Glenn
looking
addicted to reselling.
Yes, looking at
listen to that.
looking at yeah, I really need to go listen to that episode. But you know, getting my brain all in kind of like involved in the business stuff right before I'm like trying to go to sleep, when I should be winding down and probably arguably not looking at screens, period. So I want to set a line in the sand, draw a line in the sand for myself on that one for sure this year. And for the sake of time, I have a lot of things like that I want to do, but I want to hear from Glenn too. What are his?
Man. So my wish list is an actual list.
Oh, wow.
So me and the wife talked about this too, that like we need a huge list of things that not only that need to get done, but things that we would like to work on, and scheduling and being consistent. Like Anna said, like how do we figure that out together, and like things that would just randomly come up that, of course, us being adults, which adulting does suck from time to time, you know, the list was like, you know, like a stupid light went out in the kitchen. Well, I just put that on the list.
Totally.
Dishwasher does not work. I don't know what happened.
Change your air filters.
Filter.
Check
like,
the batteries and things. All that
Exactly.
nonsense. Yeah.
And that's just for the house stuff. Now,
Yeah.
business side is totally different. Like, how can you streamline that? What are the things you want to improve on there? And then I'm thinking about content creation. Like, how do I want to approach, you know, YouTube going on, you know, for next year? What do I have time for when it comes to that? Sourcing, how can I improve on that? And timing wise, you know, now with my daughter and my wife, like coming into play, like how can we figure that out? And so there's literally just like having that list of just writing them all down, sort them out, you know, where they go later, but at least just getting everything out on paper. So you're not just winging things on like, oh, maybe that, maybe this. Nope. Here it all is.
Yeah.
And let's start to work on them for 2024.
I love that.
I like
because
that.
It can be so overwhelming when you just have those random things pinging around in your mind, and writing them down can be intimidating, but at the same time, that's what makes it finite. It's like, this is the whole list, and I know there's an end to it, and I know I can from there like prioritize and knock things out. I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, that might be something that I'm gonna steal from Glenn, because that's definitely something that I need to learn. I wing a lot of things, and I think having that list, and then you can just go, you know, sorting by priority, and you know, just tackling it one by one. That's one of the things that we have implemented to do a lot of those important things done sooner, quicker, and faster is we've been trying to wake up earlier. I'm not saying 9 is early, I'm saying earlier. So 9 is our wake up time now, which then it was 10, 11, 12, or 1.
Yeah, you guys are night bees though.
Yes, very,
you stay up
right?
late.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. But one of the things, like Anna said, trying to intentionally wind down. So that's one of the things in the habits that we have building. So one of the things that we are talking about habits, right? Don't wait till next year. Start building them now. So we have been intentionally trying to like wind down at 11. And that's one of the things that by 12, I am really like sleeping, right? Because like you said, like I'm going to bed by 12, but you don't really shut off till 1. So I'm trying to get a head start for that. So just those habits, the next day full of energy. One of the things that I have been consistent on this year is really, you know, making our health a priority. So I have been working out since August. So that's kind of like, this is probably the longest streak that I've been on as far as health. And, you know, it's just given me so much kind of like clarity in mind, kind of like decompress. And a lot of great ideas actually came from me working out, and Anna can attest to that, because like right after at 1 or between 1 to 1:30, she'll just get a bunch of messages. So those are just
Brain
different
dump.
habits.
I need a brain dump.
Yep, brain dump, brain dump. That's what we call it, you know, just dumping good ideas. So, you know, so as we wrap this up, we challenge everybody to make that list. create those habits and list everything. Write them down, as Glenn said, as Master Glenn said. Write them down in a piece of paper. Do you guys even know what that is? Like, piece of paper, right? Maybe you'll have a random envelope that you can write it in and put it in your fridge.
Yeah.
Write them down so that there's a higher chance of retention if you're physically writing them down. Or buy one of those whiteboard things. We actually bought one for our refrigerator, and we've been writing things down there. And as much as I visit the refrigerator throughout the day, I don't forget things now.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the challenge. Write down your list, create that list, and build those habits. So day 6, see you tomorrow for day 7. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.